Hello. I didn't see you there. I'm joking. I can't see you. Uh, I've been trying to do this video for I don't know about an hour, but the guy across the street, not the homeowner, but the guy he hires to cut his lawn. It's not a huge lawn. It takes him like 2 hours to do. I'm like, this guy has nothing else to do. He does not want to go home. And he does a section. He runs the lawnmower on one section and then he turns it off. And then he does the edging. Then he goes back to the lawnmower. And right now he has the weed whacker out. I don't know what he's doing. He's wasting time. So what he's doing. He's making a lot of noise. So if you hear stuff running in the background, that's that guy. All that being said, none of that's getting cut out of this video. I want to thank you for hitting the subscribe button. I want to thank you for watching 30 seconds or more of the advertising. I want to thank you for checking out the products down below the description. And I just want to thank you for all of the support for my YouTube channel and, buying my books and whatnot. I appreciate it. I also want to thank people for giving me these ideas, these questions to answer on these writing videos. Going through the list, some of them I'm like, I think I've answered that kind of on another video, but it doesn't matter. Ideas change, opinions change, and I also need more content. So keep those questions coming. Maybe I'll answer the same questions over and over, but in different amazing ways. Who knows? Today's question, I have no idea who sent this to me. I'm sure several people will say they were the ones that sent it to me. Maybe one of them will actually be the person who sent it to me. That person, thank you. The rest of you, don't do that's not nice. How I work on attainable writing goals. Okay. So yeah, I mean, here's the idea here. I would love to go, I'm going to write 10,000 words a day, every day. And I'm going to write, I'm going to write 3 books a month. Whatever. It ain't going to happen. I was going to say my good friend, but our good friend, Chuck Buddha. Remember Chuck Buddha? We used to do the Mondo Method podcast together, which I guess you can still find on Spotify. I had no idea. I thought I had taken it off of everything, and it's a lot of work. And, if you want to listen, those are older episodes. Knock yourself out. That being said, okay, a couple things. A little side note. September 7th, 2026 will be the 10-year anniversary of the very first episode of the Mondo Method podcast. So me and Chuck, I got to talk to him. We might do a special episode number 334. We will obviously do it on video. We will obviously do it here on YouTube. This guy's killing me. All right. And you probably can't even hear it, but I can hear it. And that's what bothers me. So one of the things, I didn't even know what I was talking about. One of the things for me is, when I was working a full-time retail management job and I was working 6 days a week, 80 hours a week, I found time to write, and I realized, I need more time to write. So, like, say I was doing 500 words a day, okay, squeezing it in during work, after work, sometimes before work, whatever. And then I went full time as an author, and I'm like, well, if I was writing 500 words an hour, let's just say in that hour I wrote 500 words, okay, that I got. Now I have 12 hours to write. I can do 6,000 words a day standing on my head. Doesn't happen. I think I mentioned I did 18,000 words in one day on a novella for one of the movie ones. And then I don't think I wrote for like 3-4 days after that. I was just so burnt out. It's just a lot. Mentally, it's a lot. Okay. Physically, it's not a lot. I'm not in any sort of physical shape. But I wanted to have an attainable writing goal because if I was like, oh, I want to do 2,000 words a day, which was my goal in the beginning, 2,000 words a day, 7 days a week, and I could write whatever that be, 60,000 words in a month, every month, just knock it out, 700,000 words a month, whatever, a year kind of thing. How many books could I finish? 50,000 word books. I could do 14 books. I could do 14 books a year kind of thing. Obviously, that did not happen. I did write a lot of books, though. But I was beating myself up because it's not an attainable goal. It's an attainable goal maybe for today. It's an attainable goal maybe for 2-3 days in a row. And then you lose that spark, okay? Because you're pushing and you're pushing and you're pushing, and it's hard. It's hard to do. So as another side note over here, MondoCon. As I'm recording this, we're about a week away from the 6th annual MondoCon, which is a writer's retreat. I did a video. Go watch the video. Pause it here. Go watch the MondoCon video and come back. All right, you watched it? Good. So MondoCon is a writer's retreat. I have 6 to 8 to 10 writers in my house Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I do a dry erase board in the living room, and we do everybody's goal. My goal Friday, Saturday, Sunday is 5,000 words a day. Okay. And this year I'm going to start a brand new novel. I have 0 words. I have a title. That's it. And so for me, I can do that because I know with other authors in the house, it motivates me. We talk shop at night, over dinner, after dinner, have a couple of adult beverages, perhaps, a lot of cookies, some carrot cake, so brownies. And so we'll do all that. And then that will mentally, I'm like, I'm good. We're fine. I can do 5,000 words in those days. We get to Monday, everybody is flying out, everybody is leaving, and I might not write on that Monday. I might not write at all. I might even take a couple of days off, okay? Because it's just too much every single day. And I'm at the point now, and I've done other videos, I don't know, go find them, about not pushing myself and not worrying so much about word count. Back in the day, I was so worried about word count. And one of the problems with that is, I want to do 2,000 words a day, and today I only got 1,100 words in. So I'm 900 words behind. That means tomorrow I got to do 2,900 words. Maybe I did 2,300 words the next day. I had a good day, but I'm still 600 words behind, and I have to make that up. And I never looked at it like I got to make it up over the course of a week, for instance. Even though I kept track of my daily, and then my weekly, and then my monthly, and then my yearly. So technically I can go, you know what? I got to do 14,000 words this week, and if I do a 3,000 word day, I'm pretty good, a good chunk of this week. But now I was like, oh, I got to do this extra 600 words tomorrow, or I'm a failure. And I would do like 400 words. I'd do like 2,400 words tomorrow. But like, I'm still a failure. I still haven't gotten, that kind of thing. So I've stopped doing that. I've stopped worrying that much. My goal is 1,096 words a day. Is that set in stone? Yes, but not set in stone. Like, well, I only did 1,000 today, so I got to make up that 96 words tomorrow or whatever. No, I know I'm going to have good days and I'm going to have bad days. I know I'm going to have days where I'm going to have a day off. Okay, usually Saturdays, my wife will be home, and I'm not gonna write unless she sleeps in and I got to have an idea and I kind of play around for an hour or so. Otherwise, no, I'm not writing on Saturdays. And usually I'm just like, I'm taking off. I'm going to relax today. I don't want to think about any of this stuff. I want to do a reset. So attainable goals for me are, 400,000 words in the year. That's the writing goal. Will I get it this year? No. There's no way I'm going to write 140,000 words or whatever it is. Let's look real quick, because I can do that. I am at as I'm writing this. Okay, so this is on July 22nd is when I'm recording this, and I am at 274,000 words. Okay, so that means I need to do 126,000 words in August and September because October 1st starts the new year for me. So I need to do those amount of words in 2 months. ain't gonna happen. I'm not gonna be doing 60,000 words a month. I'm not gonna be doing the 2,000 words a day. Could I do it if I pushed it? Maybe. I don't know. Would I be completely burned out? And we would get to October 1st and I'd be like, I don't want to write anymore. This is awful. Yes. That would be the problem. I brought up my buddy Chuck Buda. And the reason I brought him up, I just realized, is that, and again, we're not editing any of this. He was very big on, I'm going to write 6 books this week kind of thing. And he was a full-time author at the time, and he would burn himself out. I mean, he would kill it. He would do huge numbers every day. And then the next week on the Mondo Method podcast, I'd be like, how'd you do last week? And he'd be like, I did 22,000 words or something in the last 7 days. I'm like, that's awesome. Then the following week, how many words did you write? He'd say, I did 22 words because I'm so burned out from doing this. So there's a pacing element involved with writing. And you also don't want to rush it. You don't want to, I mean, it took me a long time to once I started my my Southern Gothic noir thriller that I recently completed. It took a long time to write that book because I was taking my time with it. I was trying to come up with ideas before I was like, let's just see what happens. I wanted a better focus on that book, and it worked out. And I wrote a lot less in that time. I mean, it's an 80,000 word book as it stands now, first draft. So I look at it and I say, is it, there's two sides of the coin, as us young kids say. Do I want to worry about word count? Do I want to stress about 400,000 words in a year, or do I want to stress about writing the best handful of books that I can every year, or handful of stories? And I think the stories need to win out on that. And it took me a long time to realize it. 200 and something books later. Not saying that my books aren't good. I think my books are phenomenal, life-changing books. You should pause this video right now and then just go buy my backlist. It's not going to cost you all that much. What's it going to cost you? Less than $1,000, maybe. There's got to be what do they call those angel something or others that are out there, and they're just like, I'm just going to buy all of his books. I mean, buy them in print if you want to. Angel investor, that's what they call it. So for me, attainable writing goals right now are, word count is still gonna play into it for me because I'm keeping track, and that it's the fear of, if I don't keep track, maybe I'm not writing as much as I think I am. When I first started dating my wife, she said, how many words do you write every day? I said, a lot. She's like, do you know how many? I'm like, no. Do you keep track of it? No. And then I realized, maybe I should keep track of it. Maybe I should figure out about how many words. That's where I came up with the 1,096, 400,000 words in a year. It all worked out very nicely, and that's kind of what I was writing. But that first year I did it, I just literally just wrote and kept track, and I started seeing kind of that, that sweet spot of 1,100 words or so I was averaging every day. And that's kind of what I started with the 1096 thing. That's also in another video. Go watch that video too. Pause this video like 30 times. I don't care. Also, make sure you're watching at least 30 seconds of each ad as well. So that was that's kind of the thing for me is attainable goals are things that you can reach. All right. So now I'm going to start MondoCon. I'm going to start writing a brand new book. Probably maybe not a Southern Gothic noir thriller, and I don't even know if that Southern Gothic noir thriller is what I just wrote. I know it's a Southern thriller. Okay. Southern crime thriller, I would call it. I would probably call the idea I have for this next book a Southern crime thriller. In the veins of not as well written, but in the vein of S.A. Cosby, Brian Panowick, James Lee Burke, those types of books that I absolutely love, that I read. And so that's kind of the Elmore Leonard. I mean, those types of authors, Ron Resch. I can go on and on and on. That was kind of what I was going for. I was going for that type of book, and I think I did well. Hopefully, we'll see. Hopefully, I'll get an agent. Hopefully, I'll get a big publisher on this, and I will be happy. Garbage Man's here now too. Thank you, Mr. Garbage Man. It's plural because there's two of them. So for me, I say that a lot, don't I? So for me, attainable goals at this point in my career are a lot different than they were when I started this. Reality sets in. I'm getting older. I get tired quicker. I'm not really losing weight like I should, although I'm going to start doing the walk and talks again. I just did a walk and talk couple this week, so pause this video, go watch the walk and talks, and come back. Don't actually pause these videos. Just watch them all the way through, because you can only watch them 3 times that it counts. That's there's so many YouTube rules we have to follow. We have to follow them, ladies and gentlemen. So what are some of the goals? I don't know. I think I'll probably at some point in the next couple months do a 2027 goals video. I should write that down. 2027 goals, which for me start October 1st, by the way, just so you knows. So where is this? I have to remember to cross these out, or then I forget that I did a video on it. Again, I'm looking for more ideas, so send me more ideas. I got a dozen videos left to do, which is about 6 weeks or so. So keep these coming. Keep the ideas coming. Attainable goals, attainable writing goals. I don't want to write. I don't want to write any more self-published books. I don't. Looking at my dry erase board hanging on my wall, there's a few that a couple, 3 things that I have that are going to be out at this point. But that'll be it. Anything I write from this point on is an agent or a publisher. There's a lot of really good crime thriller publishers that I would love to work with. Like one of them contacted me yesterday out of nowhere, and I looked at it was legitimate, because this is a person that I have been working with, dealing with for several years with their PR people. And so I was like, you know what? Maybe they know. Hey, obviously they know my name. They want a blurb for a book. They know my name. That's maybe a good sign. When they reopen for submissions, I need to have a book for them. I need to have something out there. So that's kind of the goal. The goal is, realistically for me, I'm just gonna spoil the 2027 one. 3 books, 3 crime thriller books a year, written, and a bunch of short stories. Crime thrillers and horror short stories. And that's it. I won't write another horror book, probably. I don't really have big ideas for those. A horror book to me doesn't need to be more than like 50,000 words. That's, again, Armand's opinion. You write 150,000 word horror book, you've written 3 books. I'm watching a thing called BBC Maestro that my wife saw. She's like, you should get this. Harlan Coben does a writing class type of thing, videos, instructional videos and whatnot, talking about his process, or as us British people like to say, process. And I watched the Harlan Coben ones, and I loved them. I thought it was I got some things out of it. Thought it was entertaining, and I haven't watched them. But now, as I'm recording this, I haven't written. I'm not writing this week. I'm taking the week off, and so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch some of these things. And there's a great Agatha Christie one they put up. I mean, they didn't record her back in the day. Anyway, it's good. A lot of information. But one of the things that came out of it was she said her sweet spot for writing book, or was, I guess you would say, 50,000 words. She aims for 50,000 words with every single one of her books. And I thought that, you know what? That's an attainable writing goal. That's something that makes sense. I hit 63,000 words is my normal 63,000 words on my crime thriller stuff. That's the sweet spot. Now, the one I just finished, King of the Mountain, is 80,000. I think that'll be my goal. I think I'm going to work for 80,000 and see if that's if that'll be the thing. So again, find the attainable writing goal for me is it's easier said than done, but I'm not stressing. If I don't write, like I took the week off. Well, then it's all zeros on my spreadsheet. And so my averages just drop every day, several words. And I'm not stressing about it. I know I'm not going to hit the 400,000. So why am I going to try to do, again, 2,000 words a day, every day, and not take a day off? I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in writing better stories. So seriously, you got to drive like an asshole now. Sorry for my profanity. 2 hours. It takes them 2 hours to cut the lawn. 2 hours. My guys come out here, 2 guys, 12 minutes. Boom, done. 12 minutes. This guy, 120 minutes. Ridiculous. And then he drives like a jerk when he's leaving. Anyway, I'm not cutting any of this out. Give me some more ideas for videos every Wednesday, every Sunday, perhaps on a occasional Friday. You're going to get these writing videos. So I appreciate you you taking the time to watch these. If you are a reader or a writer, I hope you're getting something out of this. I hope you're getting a peek into the mind of an insane writer. So thank you.